It's really pointless to make a song, finish a song, arrange a song, mix a song, master a song if the music isn't good. All done here in the office with the business stuff for today. Today is Sunday. I shouldn't actually work, but I can't help myself. I just had to. It's time to now move over to the fun room, the studio, to work a little bit on music. The challenge is I only got 1 hour, and no, this is no 1 hour music making challenge. I don't do this kind of shit. I'm actually here to make real music that I eventually want to release. I only got this 1 hour because I promised to spend the day with my girlfriend, and it's already an exception that I'm even here, so let's do it really quick and do another edition of track submits. So, all done for today. Track submits, as you know, is the little segment within my daily DJ producer vlog where I listen to your music, try to give you feedback and help you. So, let's pick 5 random songs out of all of the submissions and listen to them.
But we coming, and we rolling, and we coming, and we rolling, and this bitches be really coming, and we rolling, and we rolling, and I'm coming. Cause nigga, and I'm tired of these bitches, and I'm happy with the money. I take the consultant, and you're looking for a mummy. Y'all niggas hoes, and y'all funny. If we cheering the way we are brothers.
This was the first one, a surprise, because usually I get mostly electronic dance music, because that's what I make. This one is hip-hop, this newer kind of style, this very trap influenced. It's called In God We Trust by G4GO or G4Go. I like the style actually, because I used to listen to a lot of hip-hop in like end of 90s, 2000 around when I started DJing. That was my kind of music. So I like the coolness of it, the style of it, but I think the rap needs to be better. I don't know if the producer sent it to me or the one that actually rapped on top of it. The beat is kind of okay. I mean, they're not that important when it comes to this kind of music. Just has to have a certain flow and inspire the rapper. But the rap itself, I mean, I'm not an expert, but there's room definitely to improve it. It's really all about the flow, the groove. The words don't really have to make sense. If they do, even better. But it's really just about the feel, and as a rapper you have to put more into your flow and into your style, since you do not sing and that there's nothing exciting melodically happening. You really have to be tight on beat and just like have a groove. Another thing I don't like is the arrangement actually. It's from start to finish. It sounds like an endless loop. I would love to hear more differences between each of these sections to make sure that the listener knows, okay, that's the hook, that's the verse, the second verse, the bridge, if there is even a bridge. Just make sure that there's like contrast in the song. Otherwise it sounds boring. You don't want to listen to something from start to finish that is the same. It's like watching a movie that is the entire time just like an introduction. You want to have like the introduction of all of the characters, and then like the story developing, and then like have a lot of action, and then again like a soft romantic moment, then action again. There needs to be change in music, otherwise it doesn't make sense. A lot of people forget about it, that music is like the only art except for movies, but movies are pictures and music together, where you actually spend time like actually listening to it. If you, for example, look at a painting, it's just like in a second you can kind of grab it. But with music, you have to make sure people actually want to listen to it from start to finish.
Please tell me one more time that you do.
This one is a good one by Zenik, Hey You, a good field track. I mean, I can't complain about the melodies, the song structure, the arrangement, that's all nailed. But at the moment it sounds like a demo. It sounds exactly like a song would sound like whenever I sit here in the studio with a singer and songwriter, guitar player, and we just have like basic drums, basic guitar, basic vocals, just get it into the computer to capture the idea. That's what it sounds like. It sounds very unprocessed. The drums sound very raw. The vocal very un-EQ'd, uncompressed, there's no real reverb on it that really captures the vocal in the right way. Same with the guitar sound. It's like too straight, like just recorded guitar or sampled guitar. It needs way more processing, like fine EQing, getting rid of the bottom end, pushing the top end, EQing resonating frequencies out of it, put a ton of reverb onto it, especially if you have so few elements going on, put more reverb in there. I like to exaggerate it sometimes with the reverb, yes, I know, but this one definitely doesn't have enough. Next up is by Carnes Air, a song called Rise. Wow, okay, dubstep. I mean, yes, complex, like the call response, typical dubstep stuff, having a lot of samples, a lot of sounds in there, and you're like changing with each other to make it exciting, is working. That's like the core of dubstep, at least for me. The mixing could be definitely better. The low end sounds a little thin. I would love to hear a kick that pushes more. And some of the sound snippets that are in there are definitely phasing, having like phase issues, are in anti-phase. That's when you make a sound so wide that it's too wide. So if you would listen to the song in mono, it would definitely start losing frequencies and sounds. And you don't want that for music that is intended for the club. Because some clubs still don't have a stereo system, some clubs have a bad stereo system, and actually things in mono punch a lot more. So keep the kick, the bass in mono. And like the main sounds, yeah, you can spread them out a little, but try not to put them in anti-phase. You can sometimes put a guitar in anti-phase if a vocal's playing at the same time to separate them as much as possible. But for the synthesizer sounds, and there's no vocal at the same time and no other sound at the same time, it's unnecessary. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This one is by DJ Forsit and called Nebula. I was hoping for something cool because Nebula and the cover picture, but yeah, it's not really working. It's not hitting any kind of style really. I couldn't tell what it is. Like, is this house music? Is this future house? Is this trance or something like that? I mean, you don't have to aim for a style. You can do your own, but then it has to be good so that people say it's different and good, but not different and weird. Melodies, no, it's clashing, and like it just doesn't sound good. The sound design is not good. The drum samples aren't really punchy, cutting through. The arrangement doesn't really exist. The song is 6 minutes and 5 long, and there's nothing happening. There are really not enough elements in there to fill 6 minutes and 5, so I think it's from someone that just started out, and that's fine. Like, my songs were the same when I started, so just keep it up, keep on making music, keep on improving, keep on, I don't know, watching tutorials, asking friends for feedback, improve one thing after another. And here for this DJ Forsit, I would definitely start with learning like the music theory part first. Before you even get into music production, you need to be able to play chords and melodies to it and like a bass line underneath of it to actually create songs. So yeah, learn chords, or actually learn keys, chords, writing top melodies, or maybe first bass lines and then top melodies. And you should be ready to go. Okay, here basically the same. Yeah, learn music theory first. Learn to write songs. I wouldn't even start really producing. Just sit in front of your computer, pick a kick, pick a tempo, let it loop, then play chords to it. On every bar, one chord to keep it simple at the beginning. Then a bass line that just consists of the root notes of those chords, maybe playing 8 notes or maybe sustained notes just with the chord to have like a sub underneath. Keep the sub just a sine wave, very simple, easy. The chords just the piano, just the kick, and then play on top a melody. And this melody needs to work. Maybe try to find a sound for the melody, maybe a ravey synth if you want to go big room EDM, and play with it. And that's all you do. These kind of projects, 8 bars long. Make 50 of them and then pick out of those 50 the best one and then start further producing it. It's really pointless to make a song, finish a song, arrange a song, mix a song, master a song if the music isn't good. So to every single beginner out there, first get the music right and then worry about the producing actually. I mean, I still do the same. I get singer-songwriters in here. We write usually like 1-2 songs per day, 3 days in a row. And at the end, like if we're lucky, one of them actually gets finished and released. So try to save time because the producing actually takes the longest. And coming up with the initial musical idea is like the fastest. So how do you call it? It's like basically fast sketching. Just do fast sketches and see which one of them works and has the potential to turn into a good song, and then work on that one. And then eventually do it again and improve your mixing and like your arrangement, automation, sound design, picking the right samples. And you will be a lot faster as a beginner. Doing EQing and compression before you even do music, you will always like wonder why it's not working. It's because the music sucks. So first, music, always. With that being said, I sometimes follow too much music first. So yeah, let's pack all of my stuff and spend some quality time with the lady. Hello.
Hi.
Ready for some fun?
Yes.
Today we're doing whatever you want.
All right, hummus.
Oh god, that's the worst. That is even worse than shopping. If you don't know what kermes is, I will link up a video up there because we've been there already a couple of times.
And today as well.
It's shit. But yeah, the place with the worst music.
Probably, yeah.